I'm Mark79 here. We are back again today with another SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z action figure review. Today we are taking a look at full-powered Frieza 100%. Very excited to get this figure in. We actually missed the pre-order for the Bandai website, and it's very unfortunate. So I really wanted this figure in my collection, so when he came out, we went on ahead to the Bay. And then we dropped $140 for him. Oh, God. Nevertheless, y'all know I'm a mega Dragon Ball fan, so it is what it is. I had to bite the bullet to get this final version of Frieza onto the shelf. As he took on the legendary Super Saiyan Goku, it is what it is. So let's get it out of the brown box here, and let's see what we got. Okay, got him out of the brown box here. Let's get a look at him here in the packaging. Looks very nice. Start off at the bottom. Bandai to Dragon Ball Z Tamashii Nations. Ages 15 and up. You see the silver official toy logo. Got him looking great here. Very, very excited to get this Frieza in, man. This is the last one for the evolution of Frieza. Other than Black Frieza, maybe we'll get a manga figure of him. That would be cool. Looks like he comes with 4 different head sculpts. Looks like a Super Saiyan Goku face. Multiple different hands. The figure itself. Put it to the side here. Very nice. I know the def disc that he uses are in here as well. Full power Frieza, super modeling, super action, super style, heroic action. Very cool. Like all kind of points of articulation. Bandai Namco. Spin it to this side. The same thing to the bottom and to the top. Okay, my friends, let's go ahead and let's crack this baby open and let's see what we got here. And now we're back, man, and now we have our final form, full power Frieza out of the package. He is looking glossy. Very, very excited to get this out of the package, man. Okay, let's hit the accessories first. I want to start out with the 2 def slicers. I think that's what they're called. The Destructo Disc and Frieza's version. Very, very nice, man. Really liking the detail on these. These are actually sharp, so be careful with that. The peg to plug them into the hands is right here. That is simply this hand here. So pretty self-explanatory. We got the hands here. We have 2 kind of creepy kung fu hands, 2 beam blasting hands. Again, these are the hands with the peg holes in them that holds the def slicers. These are the hands that do not have the peg holes in them. They're technically supposed to hold the def slicers, but probably kind of pose him as he's throwing them. Different head sculpts here. Gritting T-face, looking really mincing. Screaming face, that gritting T-face as well. We also have Goku getting punched faced. That should plug into our legendary Super Saiyan Goku. We have the tail, and we have some extra feet that should be able to claw onto a rock, or if he is in a flight pose. This is the flight pose for the feet. So, okay, let's take a look at the figure itself here. That comes out absolutely amazing. You can already see the shine on top of the head, the shoulder pads, and then the chest piece here. Really liking the scratch effects on the figure here. I think that's one of the biggest gripes on a lot of the SH Figuarts. Not enough of them that come with battle damage, but this one does, and that is super cool. Like the veins popping out of the muscles. This figure does have shading as well, so that is a nice touch. Legs comes out good. We have more shin guards. That purple, really, really loving the color of the purple on this figure. It comes out so good. Feet there, comes out good as well. Spin him to the side. Very nice. Super buff. Very nice. See the deltoids and the pectoral muscles really popping out. Abs comes out good. Back of the figure comes out good as well. Thighs, the hammies there. Back of the knees, calves, super, super buff. Definitely reminds me of old school Dragon Ball when they had that super exaggerated buffness going on. I feel like we need Android Saga TN2 when he's wearing the white tank top. It's just looking outrageously buff in that pose there. That would be cool. Before we hit the articulation, I do want to do a comparison here very fast. Okay, and we're back now. Definitely wanted to pose him next to my natural final form Frieza. and our legendary Super Saiyan Goku. So right off the bat, you will notice a difference in the color patterning between Frieza here and the 100% final form Frieza. Kind of weird. I don't feel like that color was supposed to change. But this is not the latest release of final form Frieza. I think like one more came out after this version that I got, but I mean, I just didn't see enough of a subtle difference to upgrade that Frieza. So I think this is the one based off of Resurrection F. I know the first one was based off of Namek, and then the latest one maybe based off the Tournament of Power, I would presume. But you know, ultimately, you know, I'm still happy to have both of these versions of Frieza in. But it's going to be kind of weird if you wanted to pose them next to each other because they have a different color purple on this one and a different color purple on this one. Got him standing next to the legendary Super Saiyan Goku. This is the companion figure that he is supposed to go with, FYI, if you didn't know. Comes out great. Goku is substantially taller than Frieza. He does get a bit taller when he reaches his 100% max form, but you know, I think the height comparisons comes out great here. I really like him. They both have the scratches and the screaming faces, and you know, I cannot wait to try to pose them together here. So, okay, let's go ahead. Let's run through some features and some articulations here. Head, down, up, tilt, tilt, rotate 360 degrees, arm, push it forward, push it backwards, push it upwards, push it downwards, rotate that 360 degrees. Bicep, rotate that 360 degrees. Elbow joint, push it up, back down, all the way, straighten it up. Wrist, rotate that 360 degrees, tilt it up, tilt it back, tilt it to the left. It cannot tilt, but it just can be pushed up and back. Torso, crunch, in, back, out. Tilt, tilt. This is definitely on a ball peg. Ab, in, out, as you can see. Again, can also be tilted on a ball peg. 360 degree rotation. Very nice. Leg, kick forward, kick outward, kick backwards, kind of. Knee, all the way back. As you can see, leg, down, up, tilt, and tilt. Right, let's grab the tail here. Simply should be plugged in by the peg here. And that is in on a ball peg as well. If you notice the cut off tail, I believe he lost that tail due to the spirit bomb. That is not the tail that Krillin cut off with the Destructo disc. Comes out nice. If you want to change out the head, simply unplug. Take another head. Line up the pegs, plug it in. The bald, circular, round characters have the easiest time unplugging the pegs on the head sculpts. Feet, I'm going to keep it simple. If you want to unplug that, unplug it, such. So the peg came out with the foot, so keep note of that. If you just want to unplug the foot there, kind of snug in there, might have to get some pliers to unplug that out. The wrist, let's unplug one of these. Comes out easily. Grab a hand, plug it in, such. Comes out good. Now let's test out the Destructo disc hands here. Let's take a peg, line it up, just like such. Should be very easy to plug it into the figure. Okay, and real quick, just to get this peg unstuck, you just take your common pliers here. And if you own a house or fix stuff, come on, bro, you gotta have some tools laying around the house, right? So give that a squeeze, like such. Easy peasy. Give it a little grace. Don't just hawk it. Just give it a little grace, like you're, you know, handling. Never mind. Then you just take your other peg here and just simply plop it right in. It goes right in there, just like a glove. So pose one. What's funny is a lot of this fight with this form actually took place in the air. I mean, he powered up to the form in the air. So this is basically what that looks like. Got the face, the gritting teeth, powering up pose with the floating feet in the air. So that comes out good. Got the tail kind of curved around as such. I like it, man. Comes out good. All right, so while we're here, let's showcase off this Goku face here. That really comes out good if you wanted to pose that just like that. Really liking that. And that's pretty cool. That is a nice touch. Thank you for that, Figuarts. However, now we have to point out, it's kind of got a googly eyes situation going on here. I don't like how, like, this eye's kind of curved off to the side there, and this people's kind of in the middle. This looks off to me, but I mean, it's just, I just have him in a normal flying punching pose there. Nothing really crazy, just your standard Dragon Ball flight punching pose. But no, I definitely noticed those eyes though. It just bothers me. Maybe I'm tripping. Post in the comments below if you see what I'm talking about. I don't know, I don't like it. Just, I don't know. It just looks weird to me. And now we have our Frieza in a ki blasting pose that really comes out good. I'm really liking this angle here. How y'all feel about that camera angle, boy? I like it. That comes out good, man. Get a little bit of zoom in action there. Seeing the face. We're utilizing the face sculpt that's got the swollen eye. If you remember, Frieza had his eye swollen damn near shut throughout the duration of the final bout with Goku. I believe this was also done by the Spirit Bomb as well. He really got jacked up by that Spirit Bomb. Believe it or not, I know it kind of seemed like it didn't affect him, but listen, he came near death from that attack. It really did. Okay, let's get couple more poses going in here. Now, of course, a pose I know you've all been waiting for. As we know, Frieza's defeat came from his own attack by the Death Slicers. It is possible to take the torso off, but you just are going to have to angle it right. Now, obviously, with this mechanism, you don't want to pose it like this with all these innards showing. You're just going to have to pose it on your shelf, right? I don't know what stand you're going to use for something like this. Figuarts technically didn't come with any stand for this proper pose. Obviously, he's floating in the air while he is talking to Goku until he eventually attacks him. But I think it's cool that you can kind of pose the legs on the ground like that as well, along with your Frieza. If you have your Goku flying away, you can have him shoot a beam into the air as a final attack on Goku before he obliterates him. So super cool, man. All right, my friends, we are back with most likely our final pose. And if I had to take an educated guess, the pose that most collectors are going to pose this Frieza on their shelf with the double destructo disc death sliders. Evil death disc that goes after Goku and follows him around, ends up being the thing that takes him down finally. So very cool. Let's get a look at them from the top. That's sweet, dude. You can kind of see the indentation of the hands there. Be careful with these. When I plugged them in, the little pink peg came out and got stuck in the hand. I had to use my trusty, dusty pliers are here to get that out. So make sure you just got tools when you fool around with these figures, man. You don't want to break anything. But he is top heavy enough to hold both of these discs with no issues at all whatsoever. Very cool, man. So happy to get this figure in for 140 bucks. A little bit taxing, if I'm being completely honest, but it seems to be the norm with a lot of these figures now. If it's what I gotta pay to continue to expand this collection with characters that I actually want, then it is what it is. A little bit late. I feel like we should have gotten this version of Frieza before a lot of them, namely like Golden Frieza, Cyborg Frieza. I feel like we should have gotten this one probably right after the final form Frieza himself. But, finally we are able to complete our evolution of Frieza until we get an anime version of Black Frieza, and they give us that as well. So, okay, man, that is going to do it for this one. So let's go ahead, let's move everything to the museum, and we will begin to close out here. All right, my friends, and now we are back, and now we have our final form 100% Frieza finally added to the shelf. Took a lot of maneuvering around the characters, but we finally got him onto this shelf. Real quick, now take a look at this shelf. This is the Frieza shelf, officially deemed the Frieza family shelf. So, when Coolie got announced, my first thought was, I have nowhere to put him. Where am I going to put him? I have nowhere to put him. I'm even looking, still trying to figure out a spot where I'm going to put King Cold. I mean, since he's going to be so big, I'm hoping that he's going to be taller than all of the Ginyu Force members. We'll stick him back there, maybe. But we'll see, man. But Kiwi, as soon as he got announced that Namek Vegeta, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I have no space for you guys. I have no space. It is what it is. So, like I said, happy to get him in real quick. Our demograph of Frieza figures here. Final form, first form, second form, Cyborg, third form, 100% Golden, Zarbon Dodoria, Cyborg, Cooler. Very nice. Even got Golden Cooler in the background. Dragon Stars Frieza in his pod. Very nice, man. Comes out good. Okay. Is this figure a must-have? No. Only for the most diehard of diehard Dragon Ball fans would I call this a must-have. Listen, I've been a fan of this anime for over 26 years. So, you know, seeing the climactic final and then the Namekian saga of Goku becoming the legendary Super Saiyan, Frieza finally going all out for the first time in his life, it was a must-have to add to my collection. I'm so very happy that I did add it to my collection. Even with the $140 price tag, that was not retail. That was secondhand market. It is what it is. I slept on it. I ran into some issues of life, and I had to pay that pretty penny to add him to the shelf. Overall, I am happy to have him, though, admittedly. Okay, that is going to do it for this one, man. So if you are a fan of Dragon Ball, if you enjoyed this video, if you are a fan of MarkJack79, you know what to do. Please hit that like button. You can follow me at youtube.com/MarkJack79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We tend to review the vast majority of the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures. At this point, I won't say that I review all of them, but the vast majority, we do review them. Okay, my friends, as always, I will see you guys on the next one, and I will catch y'all later.